This must be Fall's Edge. Katala said I could resupply here, then head for the Quen Ferry.
I heard they finally got the ballista in the arena fixed.
I know.
Welcome.
As soon as I get leave, I'm heading over the train.
I hear the battle at the embassy. You're looking more confident.
Yep.
That's good. I hear she stopped a war in the east. I wonder.
Okay, with Fall's Edge behind me, just gotta head west until I reach the coast. And the Quen Ferry. It'll take a lot of acid to bring it down. Lightning coursing through it! Get through. It is hot.
If you're here to test your hunting
I don't have the override data for that machine yet. I fell further than I thought.
Taking you with me!
Okay, gotta grab the drone's data.
Thorn Marsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep into Noct territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Noct patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tanakhs took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Carja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amadis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap!
That's him!
That fire crawl's right on his heels.
Come on!
Got you!
We got your back! Not now! Cleanse it! Come on, Aloy! Give it to him!
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amadis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Nessa's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told...
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And...
We did what we could to... It felt like we were the only ones who would... And... yes. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
So, sounds like the two of you have...
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer...
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him. And
Well,
I can't...
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then. The rot's along the shore. We'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further. There it is. The rot.
Those are Regal's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
And let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
Don't worry about us. Get that gate open.
We'll wait here until you get the gate open.
Don't worry about us. Get that gate open.
We'll head in as soon as you get the gate open. We'll wait here until you get the gate open.
Gotta take a look over there. We're under attack!
Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and Amatis in.
See anything? I'll be better if you stop distracting me. Any sign of the enemy? No! Fight me! You! Intruder!
No, prisoner! I've got her in my sights!
Hold on. As soon as the coast is clear.
You should have stayed away. We can't have lost them! End of the line, Outlanders!
That device is gonna call a machine. I think that's the end of it.
Hey! Is anyone out there?
Hear that?
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Freed by Karja.
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
I'm looking for information about a card. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here.
Nessa.
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was. But the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Nessa... Rataka, I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you, Amadis.
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get G'day to call, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you. But you were already gone by the time I got there.
I didn't know. But even if I did, I mourned you, and then I moved on.
If you were brought here as a prisoner...
I knew it was only a man killed me in the... But one day, one of their soldiers asked how a woman had ended up fighting. As he spoke, I realized he...
Fashav.
I heard how he felt. The other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tenakth to let me fight for my life. I won through blood and...
So if you became Tenakth, how did you end up as a prisoner here?
My squad was ordered to retake the Rot from Regala's rebels.
Considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised her...
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew. But few Tenakths remember.
You were willing to wear a disguise. Do you miss being Karja?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor. And when my comrades and I were brought here, as we knew no one would...
I would have.
It's better this way. Beneath my Karja armor,
What will you do?
You've taken back the Rot. My squad will ensure...
So this is it? After...
It has to be. I'm sorry that you deserve better than how the last 5... I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the... Consider it Nessa's final...
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think you have... I'll take you back east to the Sendem. After...
Talana,
Me too.
Are you alright?
To be honest, no.
What's going to happen between you?
I'm not sure. He clearly has a... And I won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this. For seeing this through with me. No hawk could ask for a better thrush.
So...
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while, before return. If you find yourself back that way, look for me there.
I will. Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Seems like she could use a shoulder to lean on.